Welcome live viewers, welcome replay viewers to my broadcast. I'm simulcasting on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, all with the same username everywhere. I do all my own music except for one song written for me. Most of it's modern American folk on acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping and some bluesy songs. I have a continuing migraine today, low enough level that I'm capable of singing, but I am going to have another day of mellow music for that reason. Soft spoken chat. I listened to my yesterday's broadcast and it's so quiet in my talking. So that's going to continue today. Still audible. I hope you can hear me, but I'm not going to be belting it out. So I have a few songs in mind. It was long ago, A Willow in the Wind, and You Always Knew. I may or may not add another on there, depending on how I'm feeling. I could do A Reason Why, I could do The Sun on the Sea. Kind of depends on, I might just end it there depending on how my headache is doing. So I think I'm going to start with It Was Long Ago. This is a love lost song, I call it. But it's kind of philosophical rather than crushed, because a lot of time had passed between the love being lost and the writing of the song. So I was a lot more curiously introspective about it by that point than devastated. And truthfully, we had more than one breakup, and so I was very devastated after the first one. The second one was more, yes, this needs to happen, but it was still very upsetting. And then this song was written like 10 years after that second final breakup, so had some time to calm down. We each needed so much when we met that night. We rushed right in, it seemed so right. Neither of us had known true intimacy, so we clung to each other like two lost at sea. It was long ago and far away, yet we're friends right now, even more than yesterday. They say we married young, we were both still in school, and neither of us was really ready. Yeah, we didn't have the tools. We didn't know how to really talk. We didn't know how to really be, and we couldn't find help, someone to help us see. It was long ago and far away, yet we're friends right now, even more than yesterday. Been decades since we split, we each married anew. We both have kids now, just not me and you. Yet we each have found our way, though on different paths. Still, you're a close friend. The distance is not so vast. It was long ago and far away, yet we're friends right now, even more than yesterday. I adore my husband, you adore your wife. We love sometimes wonder, what if someone had lent a hand? I still sometimes marvel, imagining where we might stand. It was long ago and far away, yet we're friends right now, even more than yesterday, even more than yesterday. Pleasantly surprised, singing didn't hurt too much for that one song. I have a migraine, low-grade migraine, but very much there. People can't believe when I tell them that I'm capable of singing barely. Because, one thing with migraines is sound sensitivity, making sound, hearing sound, light sensitivity. For me, it hurts to think. So I definitely feel like I lose some IQ points when I have a migraine, and they come back. But while I have it, I just am slower at everything. So, but just from an emotional perspective, I can't not do my broadcast. It's such a meaningful thing for my life, so it's hard to miss out on that. Anyway, so it was long ago. I'm thinking I definitely want to do Willow in the Wind, and it would be nice to have the last song be a cheery song like You Always Knew. I just realized I'm pairing up my two love songs today. The Love Lost song, and You Always Knew, is the Love Kept song. The Love Ongoing song. I think I'll do Willow in the Wind next, and then I'll decide if if I'm up for doing 4 songs total, or if today's going to be a 3-song day. It might be. It's kind of late anyway. Definitely want to get to bed early tonight. Sleep helps. Assuming you can fall asleep. It's kind of hard to when you're in a lot of pain. But anyway, if you are new, I hope you consider following and come in on live when you can. I know there are so many artists to choose from, so I appreciate you spending some time with me. Most folks are doing covers, so that's a plug for originals, are kind of special. All right, so this original is about the second to most recent song, and it is, I think that's right, and it is about wanting to be like a willow tree, be flexible with difficult things, whether they are things I chose, knowing they would be difficult, although not knowing maybe how difficult they'd be, like parenting, or whether there's something that's thrust upon, sometimes things that are thrust upon all of us, like death of a loved one or whatnot, and a whole range of other possible things that could fall under this category. Let's see. 5th fret. Something was too deep there. I knew it. I'm going to take one more sip of water and put this nice cold jar up against my head. I actually have a cold patch stuck to the side of this. I don't know if you can see that. That will go on my forehead as soon as I get off. It's very helpful. It's called Be Cool. No, I'm not sponsored by them. When my baby first latched on, I knew right then and there old life was gone. No time left to prepare. I panicked a bit at first, tried to make the job seem small, but I couldn't deny for long. My baby needed my all. I was gonna be needed like never before. No control over when or how. When I was needed, I'd been needed right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind, welcoming, adopting, accepting, a willow in the wind. Years later I can say babies will no more be not just a bad idea, but becoming an impossibility. Along the way, lost at sea, not just emotionally. Random days slam with pain, nearly driving me insane. Something in me is breaking, ending like never before. No control over when or how. When it goes, it'll go right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind, welcoming, adopting, accepting, a willow in the wind. When my daddy passed away, I wasn't by his side. The nurse said, "Don't come yet," and said that he'd be fine. I know he wanted to go. I know he loved me so. I know he wouldn't have seen eye to eye, even with more time. But death had taken my daddy before we could even try again. No control over when or how. When we go right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind, welcoming, adopting, accepting, a willow in the wind. There's a time to mourn what's lost, to struggle with what's changed, for tears and pain and more. But at the end of the day, for things I cannot change, or wouldn't even if I could, for things that can be hard, whether or not they are good, I wanna dance with what comes, dance like never before, with what I've lost and what I've gained, with what will never be the same. Yeah, I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind, welcoming, adopting, accepting, a willow in the wind, whether inheriting or aging or any tough thing, a willow in the wind. Yeah, I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind. Ah, yes, so many things to be flexible with about. Anyway, I hope you have fewer things like that than I have had at times. But really, I think no one's life comes without difficulties that they need to, or they might want to try to adapt to. That's really what the song's about. So I am torn. whether I should want to just do You Always Knew and end it on that. Tempted to. Just to end the night that much sooner, just to get going, and probably a little less taxing on my poor, pained brain. Almost feels like I have a fever, but that's always how it feels, even though I don't usually. All right. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll just You Always Knew. This is a love-kept song about an ongoing love, thankfully. And I really felt it especially yesterday, or the day before yesterday, on Mother's Day. We went to a festival with masks on, because our numbers are up here. But yeah, so this is a song dedicated to my guy, and I wrote it. Wow. Is that right? Yeah, I guess that's right. I wrote it like 14 years ago, 13 or 14 years ago. Wow. Each night as we fall asleep, our kids snuggled up to us tight. You're holding my hand, I love you's all around, and sweet, sweet good nights. I'm always shocked every night inside. I gasp to think that love I feel, the family we made, it come to pass. With all that I am and all that I have, I honor you. And the bells with all and right attitude that you always knew. You know what? I'm gonna start the song over. I was like, something is wrong. I don't know what it is. I'm doing the wrong strum, which means it shouldn't matter that much, except then it's affecting how I'm doing the chorus, which does matter more. Well, to me, matters to me. I'm not sure anyone else would notice, but I'm going to start over. Good excuse to start over. More singing. Each night as we fall asleep, our kids snuggle up to us tight. You hold my hand, I love you so all around, and sweet, sweet good nights. I'm always shocked every night inside. I gasp to think that love I feel, the family we made, and it come to pass. With all that I am and all that I have, I honor you. And I felt with all and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. It was door to door, the Sierra climb, my summer child. You opened the door, smiled down at me, a white marble Greek god. I had another guy, all school coming, I was moving away. But when you asked me out, looked at me that way, yes, I had to say. With all that I am and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew, you always knew. Our first date ended, and with it came our first goodbye. But the hug we shared before you left did not tell a lie. I had, peeking there. I had told you had to try. With all that I have and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew. Months went by, I left my other guy. He found me, we started a flame. But I still didn't know the way you did that this would be the thing. You moved for work, but every Friday night you flew to me. You called me up, you cared for me, yeah, you slowly helped me see. With all that I have and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew. You always knew. Yesterday, the anniversary of our 10th year. Another blessed day, another blessed night with you right here. You're my best friend, lover of my dreams. Such care you take of me, dear. And if I close my eyes, our handwritten vows, I can still hear. We said, with all that I have and all that I have, I honor you. And I'm filled with awe and gratitude that you always knew. 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 I think this is a wonderful place to end. It's been a quiet broadcast today, probably for the best because it's minimized how long I'm on and minimized my chatting, which is probably better for my head. But if you are watching replay, please do consider coming on live. For all my regulars out there, I hope to see you again soon in the live. I hope I feel better tomorrow and have more of a regular broadcast. I really do. I should. Usually these don't last for too long when I get them. Usually I'm guessing I'll be at least on the mend tomorrow, if not better. Probably feeling a slight shadow of it. Anyway, yeah, I still have my blurb up there because it wasn't bumped off for comments this time. So, yeah, other side. This is some of the info. I come on most weekdays between like 5:30 and 6:15 p.m. Pacific time, more or less, for all original music except one song written for me. Mostly modern American folk on acoustic guitar, which you just kind of heard, but I also do some vocal looping and some bluesy songs. I'm in the middle of working on a new song called Redwood Rising, which I'm excited about. It's about my passion for redwood trees and forest, where I grew up. So, what else do I want to say? Please do consider following. Your options are Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. I especially encourage Twitter because that's a place where I also make announcements. You can watch and get my rare but important announcements. And I hope you consider sharing the broadcast. and coming on live when you can, replay when you must. I do appreciate replay viewers. TLC to all of you from me. Thanks for being with me live in replay. And hopefully we'll see you again real soon. Bye.